詹健来自新加坡。
Zhan Jian from Singapore.
许昕来自中国。
Xu Xin from China.
Once again, welcome back to the live coverage of the 2013 GAC Group China Open Suzhou. Suzhou is one of the beautiful cities in Jiangsu province of southern China, and here we are witnessing some brilliant and world-class table tennis being unfolded. World number 2, Xu Xin of China, only 23 years old, will be taking on Zhan Jian of Singapore, a 31-year-old veteran. And we needn't to be actually mistaken by their world rankings. Of course, Xu Xin right now is enjoying his number 2 position, and his highest ranking in the world used to be number 1. The position was overtaken lately by Ma Long, his teammate. Unlike his teammate Gao Ning, Zhan Jian is also a veteran player who originally came from China. He emigrated to Singapore, and as a naturalized Singapore citizen, now he represents this tiny country at the international level, enjoying his success to a certain degree, and he's now in the quarterfinals. At this time, Zhan Jian is ranked number 15 as far as his seed ranking is concerned, and Xu Xin is ranked number 2 as a second seed. Xu Xin, as I mentioned to you, the former world number 1, currently ranked number 2 in the world. A young star, the youngest in the Chinese first squad. Brago from Italy is the umpire for this match. A very friendly lady. She travels with her husband, who also is an international umpire, and they're both here to work for this tournament. Old friends of China, or a lot of Chinese friends also know this couple. Not long ago, they were in Guangzhou for the Guangzhou event. Xu Xin went to London as a backup player for the Chinese team. Obviously, he was not happy with that decision, but on the other hand, as he told us later, it's better than nothing, and he certainly would like to be part of the squad of the 2016 Rio Olympics. And Zhan Jian, quite a veteran player who's been through a lot. Game 3 is about to start, with Zhan Jian to serve. Zhan Jian of Singapore right now is actually ranked number 30, if I'm not mistaken. Actually ranked number 33 in the world. His highest ranking in the world was once at 23. And this year, out of 20 matches, he won 15, and he lost 5 games or 5 matches. So the winning rate is about 75. Percentage-wise, 75. And Xixing this year has played in total 44 matches, and out of that, he won 39 matches versus his 5 losses. So his winning rate is as high as almost 89%. And he's right behind Ma Long, who's enjoying his winning rate at about 93%. Beautiful. Zhan Jian is not intimidated by the high-ranked player that he's facing right now. And as far as Xixing is concerned, he's one of the penhold star players from the Chinese squad who is very, very comfortable being away from the table. With his long arms, the range of his long arms. Yeah, many are saying that he's like a European-style player, enjoying his top spin, especially his forehand top spin. Very strong, very spinny. Right there. When he unleashes the top spin like that, straight down the line, nobody probably can answer. As long as his accuracy is right there. Look at that. Again, his top spin, just too strong. Many European players really mention that Xixing is like a European player. On the other hand, he definitely has got a lot of Asian features, Chinese features specifically, quick explosiveness, the quickness and explosiveness, and all the key elements there. And his footwork is so beautiful. Zhan Jian's coach, who we just saw, who also coached Gao Ning, as we mentioned, also came from China. Seven all. Taking the ball very early, try to create some chance for himself, Zhan Jian. Yet, unfortunately, he netted out. Again, taking the ball very early. This time it paid off. To Xixing's far right corner, or forehand corner. Right there. Xixing was not ready for that one. Beautiful. Willing to really use his body strength right there to go forward, to nail that one down, giving himself a game point. Zhan Jian. Unbelievable start there. Thanks to his beautiful serve, immediately followed by his unleashed forehand. Short serve. Sending the ball way wide from Zhan Jian. Another game point earned by Zhan Jian. Zhan Jian, who's been coaching both Ma Long and Xu Xin this time, giving Liu Guoliang, the head coach, a chance to rest a little bit. (11-12). Great opportunity created by Zhan Jian there. Very, very determined. Relentless attacks there. Twice in a row with his forehand. So he got his first game under the belt. And under his belt,
现在收听我们的腾讯官方微博"国球进行时"，并且发布以"国球进行时"为话题的微博内容。参与活动的用户呢，均有机会参与抽奖，而幸运用户将会得到赛事组委会提供的精美礼品。同样呢，也可以让我们大家呢把目光转向大屏幕。我们来看到现在的比赛进入到了白热化阶段明天就是我们最后一天的决赛了。我们将在这个活动当中呢，送出像签名球拍、签名纪念册、演唱会门票还有小家电等等等等各类的礼品。好的，现在呢，就让我们为国球加油，来收听腾讯微博"国球进行时"。好，谢谢。
So after taking the first game, 11-13. Well, let's see how Xu Xin bounces back, if he can. As I mentioned before, coached by Mr. Yang from Singapore. Zhan Jian is making a lot of progress, and especially in this game in particular, as he mentioned to me before, he got nothing to lose, everything to prove. And he took the first game 13-11. Very strong forehand right there. Beautiful speed. Another good defense by Xu Xin. Very solid. Not to be intimidated and not to be afraid at all. So far away, launching his forehand topspin there to answer back. No hesitation whatsoever. That certainly will boost his confidence. Quick reaction, like a wall to block back by Zhan Jian. In such a timely fashion. Xu Xin was a little bit slow in reaction in this respect to retrieve to his backhand. I think the correct decision made by Zhan Jian is really to utilize his speed to answer back, not to give his opponent too many opportunities to take an upper hand with open space in particular. Backhand spin. Again, was trying to accelerate the speed right there. Well intended, but you need execution well. Some of the shots created by Zhan Jian were unbelievable, with tremendous degree of difficulty. Short return. Wow. Again, the speed generated by Mr. Zhan has been unbelievable. Not to give Xu too much time to react. Sudden change of direction, again well intended. Speaking of Jiangsu, we mentioned that Zhan Jian is coached by this coach who originally came from China, specifically from Jiangsu province, and Jiangsu also was Xu Xin's hometown. He actually grew up in Xizhou, so he certainly feels that he's very much at home in Jiangsu, even though he right now represents Shanghai at the club level. That was a poor return. Well, good try there. Short. And subtly, Zhan Jian again was trying to take the initiative by using his backhand to generate some explosiveness. 4 game points in Xu Xin's hand. There we go. 11-6. Xu Xin has just successfully leveled the score, making it 1 apiece in the first 2 games. And once again, we take a short break. Don't go away. Welcome back. After getting settled down more, Xu Xin is more into the game and more comfortable returning his opponent's serve. He took the second game, 11-6. Now we're into the third. Zhan Jian was trying to send the ball along to the forehand side of Xu Xin in order to create some space. When you speak to a lot of European top-notch players, they admire Xu Xin's style. He is able and capable of being so away from the table to create chances for himself, as we mentioned, by unleashing his powerful forehand topspin. Yet he can really be close to the table to use his explosiveness, quickness, and quick footwork rather, to also tackle some issues. A typical combination of European and Asian style. typical Chinese player, embodied two different schools of playing at his top-notch level right here. Good defense again from Xu Xin. Oh, that was a little bit too difficult to retrieve. A bit lucky for Zhan Jian. Oh, what a return there. Again, like a bullet bouncing back. Blocking is certainly one of the trademarks of Zhan Jian. Again, Xu Xin was trying to create some opportunity by taking the ball very early. Good placement of the ball there from Zhan Jian. Right to the corner of Xu Xin's forehand at the table. Short service, followed by his forehand, and the change of the direction right there with his backhand push. Way too long though. The third ball attacking style doesn't really work right now for Zhan, or in his favor. 7-all. There you go, Mr. Yang, head coach of the Singaporean men's team. Xu Xin, a well-liked player in China. Again, Zhan Jian was trying to lift the ball as soon as possible. Well intended. Again, he just couldn't finish this. Nine all. Poor return by Zhan Jian, misreading the service from Xu Xin there. The topspin was so deceiving there, giving Xu Xin the game point. Oh, look at Xu Xin digging so hard from so deep down in the ground. Topspin there, full of spin there. 11-9, Xu Xin took the third game, now leading by one game, and we are going to be into the fourth one very soon. Stick around. After taking the third game, 11-9, Xixing is enjoying his upper hand. Now we are into the fourth game. This is the last men's quarterfinal battle between Xixing of China and Zhan Jian of Singapore. And tomorrow will be the last day of the tournament here, China Open Suzhou. Obviously, the 4 categories will have 4 champions to come out. So make sure you'll be sticking to our channel and also our programs and our live coverage from Suzhou with the China Open Suzhou stop, which is one of the most important stops on ITTF World Tour calendar of the Super Series. And I'm Wang Dong. Great to have you with us. After losing the opening game, Xixing is bouncing back very strongly, taking 2 games in a row. Getting to be more familiar with his opponent's style, especially his very timely blocking. There you go. It's already past 9:30 p.m. on Saturday night here in Suzhou. Still, you have a lot of audience still around here enjoying and witnessing some world-class table tennis. Zhan Jian again using his beautiful timing to create a chance for himself. He went for that killer and he got it. Also, talking about going for that killer, Xixing was doing the same thing. Sending the ball long though. Zhan Jian was still trying very hard to create an acute angle. Sudden change of his service with his backhand, and that worked. And table tennis is definitely a mind game, as many pundits would say. You have to really mix things up to confuse, to actually make your opponents feel uncomfortable, unsure, and insecure about himself or herself. And therefore, you might have a chance to take an upper hand. And this is exactly what Zhan Jian is trying to do. There you go. Good answer in such a way. Quick response right there by Zhan Jian. Look at that. Blocking back. Straight down the line there with his forehand. Backhand service again. Great change there. Smart move. Giving himself actually 1 point cushion here. 8-7. Zhan Jian. Blocking well. Yes, indeed. Beautiful backhand blocking there. I'm sure Coach Yang has given Zhan Jian some very solid and positive and constructive advice there. 7-9. Xixing is feeling a little bit uncomfortable right there, being wrong-footed. Look at that. It's difficult for him to really generate power because his footwork was not quite there. Gao Ning has a chance to serve out. 10-8. Excuse me, Zhan Jian, we're talking about Gao Ning's teammate. Oh! It caught the edge. Beautiful. The way Xu Xin can unleash the power is so impressive. Another chance missed. Zhan Jian concurred with his player's answer. So it's 10-all. Good return. There you go. Smart move and it. Response from Zhan Jian there. Chipping the ball a little bit. Creating some underspin there. Another game point. Still back and serve. Chipping it. Right to the body, and it worked. So Zhan Jian has taken the 4th game. Well, I'm sure his coach, Mr. Yang, is happy about it. By leveling the score 2-all, we are really into a really seriously intense battle in the last men's singles quarterfinals. So it is quite a battle going on between Zhan Jian and Xu Xin. The 5th game is about to be underway. Not a very good beginning for Zhan Jian, losing 2 serve points. That was a poor return. Too many errors by himself. Certainly a disappointing start for Zhan. Xu Xin again is pumped up completely. Winning 5 points in a row, making it 6 now. This is going to be very difficult for Zhan to come back in this game. At this level, Xu has already got 6 points in a row. It is difficult for him to lose unless he makes a lot of unforced errors like this. Talking about unforced errors, Zhan Jian is continuing to contribute to that respect. Short serve. Pushing his opponent far away from the table this time. Way off the mark from the table. Nobody probably expects to see that in this game. It's a little bit too one-sided. Xu also tried to rush a little bit to make things happen. Unbelievable forehand, far away from the table. Top spin there. But that's a great placement of the ball there. Not too long. Actually, it didn't really go out to the table very quickly, making Xu very difficult to actually start his forehand topspin. Ay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Easy points there given away to your opponent. You cannot lose points like that, hoping to win back. Oh, what a shot. Again, a very cute angle created by Zhan Jian. He is capable of doing so, but the point is that can he sustain at this level? Timeout called by Zhan Jian, Xu coach. In red, who also, by the way, comes from Jiangsu province. Used to be an excellent national player of China. And after his retirement, he now is working as a coach for the Chinese national team. Still game point for Xu. Whoa! All of a sudden, Zhan Jian has awakened. Several points consecutively saved by Zhan Jian there, making Xu feel the pressure. Beautiful. Ah. That was really well intended because Xu Xin got a lot of space from his forehand when he actually turned around to generate power. Look at that. Space was right there. Well retrieved by Xu Xin though. So Xu Xin has taken the fourth game, leading by 1 game, 3-2. Once again, you're with us on the live coverage of the 2013 ITTF World Tour Super Series China Open Suzhou. Xu Xin, row number 2, is facing a tough battle posed by his opponent Zhan Jian of Singapore. Now he's leading 3-2, and we are in game 6. Zhan Jian certainly would like to learn a lesson not to have a poor beginning, which he had in the last game. Again, he was trying to generate some speed there. Timeout he called, and he's fully aware that he cannot lose this one. A good chance right there to generate the power and speed. Yet, too much probably is not too good. You cannot do things excessively. So Zhan Jian is on board. He certainly didn't want to have this deja vu, a poor beginning in the previous game, and he called a timeout, and it worked in his favor. Too strong and too powerful from Xu Xin. Poor ball placement by Zhan Jian, making him to pay the price for that mistake. Balance lost there by Xu Xin. Couldn't control his body. Obviously, you can tell that Zhan Jian still tries his best to attack Xu Xin's forehand, due to the fact Xu Xin tends to turn around to generate power, to use his topspin, and his forehand tends to leave some room for his defense, and sometimes the room for defense might be too big and too wide and too much to cover. Quick response though The return was long, way too long. 3-6. Again, the situation is really like more haste, less speed. Or actually, we should say more haste, less accuracy and precision. Less precision and also less delivery. That was good. As we mentioned, too much to cover for Xu Xin's forehand. And everybody knows about it. However, Xu Xin sometimes could use his quick footwork to retrieve and cover himself. When you have this kind of placement of the ball, Xu Xin would definitely take full advantage of it. Five 9. Incidentally, our coverage of tomorrow's finals will also be here, and everybody's more than welcome to join us for the coverage of the 4 finals. And the last event will be the men's singles final. And that will do it for Xu Xin. 11-6. So Xu Xin has won in this quarterfinals and the last one of today, and he is through safely to the men's semifinals. Congratulations to the world number 2 from China, Xu Xin, overcoming his opponent Zhan Jian of Singapore. And so much for the coverage of today's matches from Suzhou. And folks, you're more than welcome to join us tomorrow for more live coverage of the 2013 World Tour Harmony China Open Suzhou. And I'm Wang Dong signing off now from Suzhou. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.